Hello. I can't hear your mic.
Now, hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Hello. Hello, everyone that has joined us so far. Hello, hello, hello.
I don't know why I'm so nervous. This is like, oh, no. I don't.
Did everybody have an awesome Thanksgiving? Did y'all enjoy y'all Thanksgiving break? Y'all, if y'all had to work, I know some people still may have to work for Thanksgiving. What did y'all do?
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us. Girl, Thanksgiving went by so fast. I did an untraditional Thanksgiving this year. I actually, my kids, they spent time with their father for the first time on Thanksgiving in a long time. And I'm like, you know what? Since he is required to get them now on holidays, let me take advantage of this. Because, honey, I've been doing this single thing for I don't know how long. And he always seemed to have plans, holidays. I'm like, you know what? This is in a court order now. Come get the kids. I need a break. So I enjoyed myself.
Okay. Well, that's good. You enjoyed yourself.
Yes. Girl. I think yes, she ate a lot. It's my go nose. She's not gonna let
Oh Lord, here Sean go with the go nose. It's still Gators. It's still Gators. I didn't even watch the game, y'all. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't get a chance to watch the game. So, but yeah, it's still go Gators. Yep. So we are welcoming y'all. Tonight is the exclusive interview with Pika.
Yes.
And I'm Jessica.
And I am Topeka.
So y'all know we haven't put each other in the hot seat, right? So we make up the live podcast, Topeka Jessica, the podcast that y'all love. So we're best from the South, and we came with a podcast where we want to offer transparency. We want to offer people to tell their stories. We want to give insights on different things that may be going on in the world and all that good stuff. So, but tonight, now y'all know a couple of weeks ago, I had my chance where Pika interviewed me. Tonight, I'm interviewing Pika, and we got some questions to ask her. So that's why we're just going to go ahead and get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. So, but before we do that, we want to let you all know that, like we said, our platform is transparency. So we also have to come with a disclaimer, meaning anything that we discuss on this platform is not anything that we like set in stone. We want y'all to go back and say, hey, this is what they told us to do. This is what they said. This is what I'm going to do. This is a platform, again, to offer you insights, to get people that may have knowledge on different things, that we have knowledge on different things. We may have professional insight on different things. But again, we are not telling you to go do this as far as if it's relationship advice or if it's something that worked for us. It may not work for you. So if it's any medical advice, you always go consult your regular medical physician or psychiatrist or therapist or whomever else. So don't go say Topeka and Jessica or their guests told y'all to go do anything.
Nothing. Reiterate.
If I just speak about any like celebrity stories or anything that may be happening, it's all allegedly. This is nothing that we like went and researched and got the facts or anything. This is stuff that we may see on the news or social media or anything like that. So I just wanted to get that disclaimer out. So as y'all know, Pika is my best friend. We have been best friends forever. So we know a lot about each other. We pretty much can tell somebody else about each other if they came to ask us. But to start this off, we want Pika to introduce herself. And as y'all know, Pika, she has a true heart. She is very loyal. She is like one of the best people, genuine people that I have in my life. And I absolutely love her because I can call her anytime. She can call me at any time, and like we balance each other out, like for real. We really balance each other out. So I want Pika. We always do like a traditional introduction, right? Where we pretty much say we got this many kids, this is what we do. I want you to start off by saying, give your definition of yourself. Who are you as Topeka? Like, give your definition of who you are.
Oh wow! I don't. So, you know, you would want to switch it up, right? See, I got my whole little speech prepared. Okay,
switch up.
You want to be difficult, like for real, for real. I'm not ready for this. Like, what do you, y'all? And you know what? Believe it or not, y'all, like I am naturally like shy. A lot of people don't really like see that, but I am. So a true definition of myself, if I had to give that in a different form other than what we normally do, I'm going to say I'm a visionary, right? I'm a God-fearing woman. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Like, look at that. A God-fearing woman who strives on, what can I say, leaving a legacy. And the legacy that I want to leave is not just for family, it's for others. And I like for my character trait to speak for itself, you know. So at the end of the day, we all are limited. Our time, we don't know how much time we have here on earth, and our time here is limited. So with that said, when I am gone and God has called me home, I want everything that I have done, and those who have known me to be touched in a positive way, right? To leave a positive experience. And my character, you know, character traits of me just being honest, loyal, present, encourager, supporter, you know, being there for others, being again, first and foremost, God-fearing, a great mother, you know, just a great person, a great daughter, you know. So I'm gonna say, hope I answered the question, because that was kind of like a twist, and I'm ready to just tell about me. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I like that. That girl, that's kind of intense. I feel like I'm on a chopping block. Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, wonderful. We don't rehearse, like we just come on and it is what it is. So y'all want to switch it up a little bit. I said, you know what? We always give the traditional spiel of who we are and how many kids and what we do, what we like, but you know, we get into who you are as a person. So, all right. So as we always do, we put up here our links. This is our link if you want to watch via YouTube. If you have any family or friends that wants to join us YouTube, I know everybody doesn't do social media as far as like Facebook and Instagram. So this is our link to join us YouTube if you want to join that way. And then also, let's see. If you have any other questions that you would like to ask Pika, you can put them in our comment section, or you can DM me. I'll try to check, like if you DM me, you know, the questions, whatever. So if I'm looking down, that is why, to see if anybody may have DM'd me any other questions for Pika. But also, we want y'all to know the questions have to be respectful. Like, we're not gonna be just asking like any random disrespectful questions. No, that's not what our platform is about. So if you have any other questions, you can always feel free to put them in the comments. Again, if they're disrespectful, I do not mind blocking, and you know, whatever else that need to be done. So yeah. Let's see. I did that. And this is our StreamYard. If you want to be a guest, you will wait in the waiting room. But tonight it's about Pika. So we're not really having any guests tonight. So, but again, if you want to ask questions, you can DM or put them in the comments. So But for any future lives that we may have, if you want to come on as a guest and speak about something that our topic may be about for that night, you're always welcome. But again, respectful. That's it.
That is so true. I'm glad you reiterated that.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
All right. So we're going to get into the questions, right? That some of our audience, our family, we consider our family, because we have some loyal people that show up every week with us, and we truly appreciate y'all. We truly appreciate the ones that maybe are first time joining us. If you are, welcome to our platform. We come on Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time live. We talk about different topics. We have an open platform for our audience, and that's what really makes our platform different, because we want our audience to join in to talk about what we may be discussing, or give us recommendations on topics to discuss as well. So if you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, you can message either one of us, and we will discuss. Sometimes people don't want their name disclosed. We do not give out any names of who recommended the topics or anything like that. So always feel free to message us and let us know what may be a hot topic for us to discuss. So the first question is, what
straight to the point. Oh my gosh, straight to the point. Crazy. Straight to the point.
What is your occupation?
Oh, straight to it. Straight to it. So since I did not get to do my formal introduction, okay, y'all.
Okay, I'll let you do your formal introduction.
You know, no, you're good. You're the interviewer. So I'll answer the question. My occupation. I am retired from the government. However, I do hold several professional licenses, right? However, I'm not actively utilizing any of them. So I am a professional realtor. I have my notary license. I also have my loan and signing doc license. I tax preparer. I have a lot of certifications behind me. However, I'm not actively using any, but I come with a lot of skills and stuff, but I am retired from the federal department. So the feds, or however you want to put it. So the government, but yeah.
I know this question from me. So I know you said that you are retired, but you have these certifications. Do you see yourself working on one of your certifications like in the future? And I know sometimes we don't want to disclose like what we plan on doing in the future, throwing that out there in the atmosphere. But in case you want to disclose that information, is there anything that you see yourself like doing in the near future?
Oh, honey. So you know what? I have been kind of like, just going through life, life has been life and with me, and due to that, and other stuff, I have not been actively using anything, but I definitely see a lot of my skills, talents, assets, and certification being used in the very near future. So y'all be on the lookout, because of course I got a lot of stuff going. And even then, I still had stuff going, because I know like my kids at one time, they had their own store business where they were making customized shirts and other stuff, right? Then life and kids got older and they started wanting to do teen stuff. They're like, you know what? I don't want to do that, but I want money, which I'm not understanding that, that didn't equate to anything. So that kind of, closed down a few years ago and stuff. But with that said, I have done a lot of startup businesses and stuff like that. So yes, I would definitely be using a lot of that. So y'all be on the lookout. And it's stuff now that's going on that y'all probably don't know I'm behind, but I am. But yeah, that's one thing I can't really sit still. I got that little, I always say I'm like half Jamaican, even though I'm not, but Jamaicans, they hustle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, got it. So yes, to answer your question.
Okay, so you mentioned your kids. So excuse me, y'all, because we do have new people that are on and joining us tonight. So give your formal introduction of yourself.
Girl, you're good. So my name is Topeka. As most of you know, I was born and raised in Panama City, Florida. I went to school there from elementary until high school, did some of my college there. And then I got married to my high school at that time. Well, I guess he was my high school sweetheart. Yes, he was. And he joined the military and I went overseas. First duty assignment was Germany. And that's when I got involved and got hired and employed as a federal agent. I mean, a federal agent. I'm sorry, take that back. A federal employee. Sorry. So, a federal employee, and that began my career in the government. So, with that said, I have been blessed to travel the world, just see so many different places. That has been definitely a true blessing. From Germany to Poland to Amsterdam to Paris. God, I can go and name so many. Czech Republic. Um, I think I said Paris. Then we were stationed in Japan. And in fact, while we were in Japan, we actually became neighbors with someone from Panama City that we didn't know. Our parents knew his parents, and like, hey, we're from Panama, so chances of. And then we met somebody else who was from Panama. I'm like, God, it's a small world, literally over here in Japan. So did a good amount of time in Japan. Both of my kids were born in Japan, and so they have that dual citizenship thing. And from Japan, went to Alaska. And for the government, for those who don't know, Alaska is considered overseas, like an overseas assignment, even though it is part of the United States. I loved it in Alaska. Did not want to leave Alaska, but got the opportunity. I was able to transfer my job here to get closer to family. My kids, at that time, my daughter was like third grade. My son, no, my daughter was fourth grade. And my son, I think he was second grade. And they had not been around family. And family is like ultimate, like my stronghold. That is my foundation. So having my kids to grow up and not really know their family, that like hit a whole different way. And I remember one day we were in church, and I was an usher at a church in Alaska. And I used to take the kids to these different events. And that one particular day, they had my daughter, because she was in a little girls group, do something for Grandparents' Day. And they had asked a question like, okay, like, what is your grandparents' favorite food? What's their favorite color? And my daughter was like, I don't know. So the person over that group afterwards, she had said, "Speak, I need to talk to you." So I went, and she was like, look, this is what's going on. You know, this is what happened. And your daughter said she didn't know her grandparents' favorite color, favorite food. And I tried to get her to write something, but she couldn't. I looked at her, I said, she probably doesn't. She probably doesn't know. Because the only time at that time they were coming back with their grandparents, my mom and his their other grandparents, was like in the summertime for a few weeks. So I was like, you know what? That was again just confirmation. So I'm like, let me do what we need to do so we can get closer to home. And by the grace of God, we were able to be stationed in Pensacola. Got my job here reassigned. I was working at the Navy base before I retired, and that's where I retired from. So was able to get that transferred, and we're still here. So with that said, that has been definitely a true blessing. And aside from there, I don't know if I said it, but I have two kids, and I am a grandmother of an 8-month-old boy. So he is my blessing. And my daughter, she's Amaya, and then I have my son Simeon. So, and I forgot, we have a dog. They have a dog, a puppy, Summer.
It's not no girl. Summer is
No,
a grown dog.
she's a miniature, so it always confused me, but you're absolutely correct. So that is my, structure. So yeah, so right now I'm just, lifing, and my son, get him to and from school, making sure they're good, solid, and that's what I do.
Okay. Well, exciting, being seeing different parts of the world. That's always exciting because
Yeah.
seeing how people live differently and all of that. I think
Mhm.
that's amazing to see that
Yes,
and
it
have your
is.
kids experience that as well.
Mhm.
So speaking of Germany, I had somebody ask a question about Germany,
Okay.
but it was a military question when you went to, military part. This
Okay.
question is, what is it like coming back from Germany as a kid to the Massalina housing projects?
Whoa! Let's get there. Oh my gosh. So this is somebody, I don't know who asked that question, but I tell you, see, I didn't even go through that part of it, right? Oh my gosh. So let me rewind this, okay? So before, right, me getting
Mm-hmm.
married, I am now divorced. I do want to say that, honey. Thank God. Woo, praise God. Woo, woo. But anyway, my father, he was in the military as well. So my mind is going through, because I'm like, who asked that question? Because it has to be somebody who knew me from back then. So my mom and dad, they were married, and my father, he was in the military. And I remember we were in Texas, and the next thing you know, we were moving to Germany. And oh my gosh, I was kindergarten because I had started kindergarten in Panama City while my dad was getting situated in Germany. And then me and my mom and my brother went to Germany for a short period of time. And I just remember going to school like part-time in Germany, coming home. It was a lot of snow, and we would go out and build igloos. And I used to look out my window, and that's what I remember as a child in Germany, and going like to this big outlet that had jeans. And back then, purchasing jeans in Germany was a big deal. Even when I was there, believe it or not, it was a big deal. And you would think, okay, Europe is like a fashion, and it is. But again, the commodity of jeans is real hot over there. So with that said, got to live that, came back. My mom and dad, they ended up divorcing. So me, my mom, and my brother came back to Panama. And while my mom was waiting to get a place to stay, because whatever happened, we did stay with my grandmother over in Masalina Projects, right? So with that said, I am a project baby. People don't believe it now, but I tell them, they're like, girl, please, you are not, ain't no way. So, and those were some of the best experiences. I'm not gonna even lie, man. I tell y'all, Glenwood, man, I tell you. So, but being young, because mind you, I'm kindergarten, first grade, that was life, you know. Well, how was it like? I mean, when I stayed in the military, when I was a kid in the military, not when I'm an adult, but when I was a kid in the military, their housing went straight up. Like we had somebody on the bottom of us on base. And in fact, as an adult, the on base housing was the same way. You may have 3 people under you, 3 people on top. Believe it or not, some of the military housing is like the projects. I'm not going to even lie. So for those who don't know and was not a military child, right? It's like the projects. People think the glory is in the military, honey. But with that said, it wasn't a big difference, because honestly, it was like, okay, I'm here. But the difference too with that, when I did come back to Panama, Masalina, I was able to go out and have friends and experience. When I was overseas, my parents kept me in the house. So it was just me and my brother looking out the window, playing, fight, and doing what we did. But I was able to go out and be a child. You know, we had an open field, a playground. We all met up in the playground. I learned how to ride a bike over in Masalina. I broke 2 arms in Masalina by putting what is it? Some detergent on my skates, going down that hill on Joe Louis Lane. One time I broke my right arm. The next time I was at the wreck and I thought I was Superwoman and can fly. I jumped over a chair, hit my arm, broke the other one. You know what I'm saying? So, baby, Glenwood has given me, and Masalina, that's my foundation, baby. So it was great. I ain't gonna lie, it was great. And in fact, when I did move back, I took my kids over there. Like, look, this is before they knocked it down, before the storm. This is where mama grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I can go on. I got so many fun memories, baby. Hanging them clothes on the clothesline, the red dances. Y'all want me to go on. Like, for real, for real. The routines we used to do out there, mama calling us, the lights, it's dark, right? They get to that back door, call you. You better be in the house. And not to mention, parents went to work, they locked up their house.
Oh, no.
They locked up their house, girl. So I was at the break, we was doing whatever all day. But baby, we got hungry. We would climb, open that window, climb in the house, make us something to eat, try to clean up, climb back out the window, call ourselves, being clean. Grandparents, my grandma got home. Who been in the house? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who been in the house, girl. Little do they know, girl. We had a whole system going on over there. But it was great. So I miss it. And that was true childhood. Riding the bike.
Right.
Man, come on now. So, but that's how it was.
Yes, definitely. That's definitely true childhood. Like the kids these, they don't have no clue. The kids these days, like my grandma stayed in St. Andrews, so we was in St. Andrews projects all the time. So we was over there. My auntie stayed over there. Not my mama's sister, but my auntie was married to my uncle. But yeah, we was over there in St. Andrews while you was in Masalina.
Girl, there you go. That part there, honey. Girl, those were the days. Those were the days. I'm telling you.
Right. All right. We'll go to the comments here. Sequoia said Glenwood 100.
That's right. All day.
And he also said yes, sir.
He knows.
And LaCheryl Taylor says hello.
Hello, LaCheryl. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And Adrian Logan said, I've been knowing you since 3rd grade, Northside Elementary, Miss McAllister.
Oh my gosh. Yes, girl. Ooh, Adrian, honey, we got some stories on that. Girl, Miss McAllister, she did not play. And I tell you, being in her class is the first time I ever got a paddling. Me and Mashika, girl, we ain't gonna even talk about it, girl. But the principal paddled us, girl. Miss McKellis did not play. And the sad part about it, I had her for first grade. So when I got her for third grade, you know how they used to send home the letters in the mail that would tell you who your teacher was going to be, right?
Right, yeah.
And everybody looked forward to those days. I remember opening that letter third grade. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But for the love of it, yes,
following you. You weren't gonna leave her. She said she got you. Yes. Okay. And then Tangela Jackson said, Topeka, LaShera, my sister, what's she doing on here?
Oh my God, I remember. Now I was looking at the name. I'm like, I know that name. Oh my God, I was a little girl. Last time I seen I was in Tampa when I was a teenager. Look at that. Oh, I love
thank
it.
y'all for joining us.
And Tangie, that's my other mom, my bonus mom. So I just want y'all to know. So yeah, honey, good times, great stuff.
And LaShera says she is listening. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Listening for the tea and getting into it. So let me find another question. So
y'all got me sweating over here.
Divorce. You started speaking about divorce. And so one of the questions were, what was it like for you going through your divorce after being with someone for so long?
Ooh, y'all deep. Okay, so for those who don't know, my ex-husband and I, we were high school sweethearts. So we dated 5 years before we got married. We got married, and I come from a single home family, right? So it was real big for me. I didn't want to be a single parent. I seen everything my mom went through. You know, my mom, great mother, but being a single parent, it is hard. So I did not want to raise kids into that environment. So I had this method in my head of 5-5-5. I'm gonna date you for 5 years. See how it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Iron out the stuff, right? And then we got married. But before we have kids, I gotta wait another 5 years. So I want to make sure we really go stay together, right? Because I don't want to be a single mom. So that was my method, my method thing. So with that said, as we see, it did not work. It didn't go. But it was definitely a big transition because, mind you, my whole adult life, preteen and adult life, had been with this one person. And as a wife, I took my vow very seriously, to death do us part, forever, faithful, all that stuff, being loyal, being dedicated, even to the point I'm telling y'all, I'm doing my college work, doing his college work. Because again, we're advancing, we are a team, shoot, I'm here, I'm that ride or die, coming home on my lunch break, cleaning, cooking, all of that. So, and then, had kids, brought them into that. So that was my life, my family. So for those who don't know, in 2016, I was diagnosed with cancer, chronic myeloid leukemia. And not knowing, nobody knows, when you get that news and you find out or you hear that, hey, I have cancer, it's like a death, I don't know, could be like a death. You feel like it's a death sentence, even though it's not. However you take stuff, look at stuff, the joy of life, enjoying, that helps a lot, your outlook and stuff, But back to the question. So with that said, I remember finding out that day. And the next day is when my ex-husband decided to tell me that he had been stepping out our entire marriage, minus the last couple of years. I'm like, are you freaking serious? The day I was diagnosed, you couldn't pick a better time to tell me this. So, of course, we started rehashing when it was. And I'm like, where was I at during this time? Where was I? So, mind you, I'm trying to deal with the cancer, being diagnosed with cancer. Now finding out that the person I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. And at the same time, realizing that my whole adult life had been a lie. It was hard. It was hard. And I just remember when I first found out, it's like, you know what? I'm going to try to stick through it for the kids, for my kids' sake, because again, I did not want to be that single parent. But along the time, I was like, I got to be true to myself because I preach that to my kids, always be true to yourself, follow your heart, know your worth, and I reflect back like, you know what? I'm not going to be the first single parent and I'm not going to be the last. I want to live a life happy and true to myself. So if I'm not walking in that, how can I encourage others or show my kids what it's like to say, you know what? I want to be happy. I deserve to be happy. You know, so it was hard. It was a big awakening. And I remember again, right after it happened, I couldn't even go to a store without breaking down. I'd be in the store, just walking through the store, grocery shopping, just crying. So I'm like, what the freak happened? You know, so I did a lot of self-reflection. I kind of blamed, you know, looking at myself like, what's wrong with me? You know, what did I do wrong? Where did I go? And then finally, over time, you know, once I did a lot of healing and self-reflecting and praying and stuff, came to me that, you know what? It wasn't you. I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect, no, but at the same time, it was he had a lot of stuff he had to deal with, you know, a lot of stuff. And he did try to, you know, stay, want to make it work different, you know, coming back at different times. And I'm like, no, go find yourself, because obviously it's something within you that, you know, you got to deal with, you know, for you to even do that. You know, I took my vow very seriously. So since again, you decided to do this, you broke that vow, that covenant with God. So you've been broken. So technically, are we married? You know, no, because you broke that covenant, you know?
Yeah.
So once I began to see my worth again, right? See my value, and to realize, you know what, Tamika, you got this. You got this, girl. Like, I'm from Masalina. Don't get it wrong. You ain't gonna break me. Put on my big girl panties. I put my hand on, girl, covered in armor, girl. I'm like, you know what? I got this, girl. So with that said, I'm fighting cancer, beating it. Single mother, rocking it. You know, girl, divorcee, came out on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still here. I am still here to be able to hopefully encourage, share my testimony, and motivate others. And that's one thing I do like doing, is trying to, again, just through my testimony, my journey, inspire other women, you know, because again, I wasn't the first, but I'm not going to be the last. But if I can inspire or say, hey, y'all, this is what I went through when I got through it, you can do it as well. Not saying it's easy, but you can do it as well. So again, God put me through it for a reason. All of it. And it was for him to get the glory. And I know that. And this is my testimony, but he put me through it. Still going through, you know, whatever. But honey, I really, if you see me, I'm gonna be smiling. A lot of people like, I don't even, can't tell you got cancer. I would never thought that. I do. I take daily chemo every day. I have the side effects from it, but by the grace of God, look, I'm still standing. I still got hair. Can't lose weight though. If that part came, you know, we'll be good. We can't lose weight, but honey, with God, that's all I'm gonna say. So with that said, it was hard, but now I am thankful that God did allow that revelation to come through, because now I'm able to live a life that's not only true to myself, you know, but true to God. And again, if anything disrupt my peace, it gotta go. It has to go. I cannot live or be in an environment where my peace is disrupted. So that is like so very important to me. So I am thankful that God did allow that revelation to occur, and that I am able to walk into my truth and honest. And I ain't got to worry about nobody stepping out on me. So
exactly. Exactly. So I'm gonna go to the comments real quick. We're gonna jump right back into the questions. All right. So LaCheryl says she is listening.
And I'm glad. Thank you.
Jackson says, my baby Topeka.
Yes.
And LaCheryl says, good to see you.
Definitely.
And Sean said he was wrong for that. Definitely wrong. Definitely wrong.
Yes, definitely.
And First Lady says, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
And then she says, amen. And Sean says, amen. And LaCheryl said, you're armored up. The fight was on. Thank God.
Yes. Amen.
And Miss Gilda says, hello.
Hey, cuz, what's up, girl?
And Cardrick Old says, blessed. Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
So in the divorce, how did your kids handle that? How did they, through the whole process, how did they handle it?
Ooh. So, wow, that's deep. My kids, mind you, the only structure, the only thing that they had known was mom and dad, you know, mom and dad. So that is their life. there were times, I'm not going to lie, along the path that I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just make it work, or stay until they graduate high school. They did not take it well. They did not. And I know, when you're going through something along the way, you get, different people will give you advice and, give you their suggestions and stuff. Maybe y'all, speaking, you can make it work for the kids' sake. Um, have you thought about how it's going to affect the kids, and all of that? So I did blame myself along the journey, especially that was one of my biggest blames right there, is that I'm like, darn, my kids not adjusting well. So they did not adjust well at all. They didn't adjust well. So yeah, but now today I am proud to say that they are doing great. They are doing great. So with that said, when they say that divorce does affect kids, it definitely does. Especially if, again, they're used to seeing both parents in a household, even though, like, looking back, and I've had, talks with my kids, my daughter, my kids, we've done therapy, family therapy, and all that stuff together. And my daughter has made different statements, and even my son, like, dad was there, but he wasn't there, and that hit me different, because I'm like, you know what, you do have a point. He was present sometime, but he was not there. He wasn't involved, And as my daughter said, Mom, you were really the only parent that we've known. And my daughter would be like, it's not really affecting me, because I never knew him anyways. I didn't have a relationship with him. Same with my son. And that hurt me on a different level, because I never wanted that for my kids. I believe that both parents are important in a kid's life. I can only provide so much, and the father provides the other part, their father in this case. I am a female. I nurture, I do all of that. I can't be that male figure that my son needs, because I'm not a male, or how most females look up to their father. That's my hero. That's my lifesaver. Girl, I've had to put on my hat, be like, you know what? They dad ain't around, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna mess with these two. Like, I'm coming, I'm showing up, So with that said, I still, like, with that, I still, always there at events, volunteering at the kids' school, as even my son in high school, I'm still going to, what was it? Just he's like, you going to that open house?
What was not PTO, open house.
And I'm part of PTO too. So I'm still actively involved, like I was prior to the divorce. But I was, and I probably, like most females, the active parent, not saying males are not, but again, in that aspect. So yeah, but my kids are doing great now. Blessed. I'm so thankful. So that part of us, is over. Once they realize that, you know what, I think just everybody doing a self-reflection. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I think the whole process, something that you have to get through on your own terms and times. And, people can give you advice, like you said, because, even though somebody has went through a divorce, it's not your divorce. It's not the same. The structure is the same. So, it's always a blessing and thankful, that you get through that part, and now you on the different level. So that's definitely, yes.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Yes. So a question from me to you, what was one of your coping mechanisms? Because I know with everything going on, and, life hits, and, you just probably have so much going on through the divorce. And then when you initially, found out that he was stepping outside of marriage, what was one of your go-to coping mechanisms to help you just, like, take a step back, catch a rebreather, and, try to get yourself back in alignment with everything?
So in my house, I actually have a prayer meditation room. I created that because that's my space, my I call it my peace, my sanity space, So I definitely lean into the word, lean into God, prayer, fasting, meditation. And even now, when the world or life gets so overwhelming, I do have to take a step back and just escape from reality. And by that, I mean, I have to have a long time. I get deep into my prayer, my fasting, and just that alone time, that spiritual time, so that I can refocus, realign, recenter myself. That is definitely what helped. And, family and friends, and prayer from family and friends, So that was my coping mechanism. And believe it or not, it still is my coping mechanism.
Yeah, definitely a good one. Good one.
Yes.
All right. So let's get into the comments. Let's see. So First Lady says, I forgot about this. She came in late. Thank
Better
you for
late than
joining.
never. Speaking of a person who's
Yes.
always late, me.
And Tangela says, I enjoyed listening. Got to catch another Zoom. Love you.
Love you too. Love you too.
And Ben Richardson says, Granddad is listening, and I'm so proud of you. Keep God in your life, and everything will be all right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you,
Hey,
Granddad. That is my grandfather. For those who don't know, thank you. And you are absolutely correct.
yes, yes, yes. And then Mika says, the kids know and they see and hear. Once they get or got to a place, they will express emotions and tell you things that will blow your mind. So
Yes.
instead, we as parents, we should be honest with them when they are mature enough to handle the situation with what happened between a divorce.
And Mika, I can say I definitely agree because I know at times, their father will be like, oh, da, da, da. I'm like, I haven't told the kids anything. You don't have to. They know, they
Right.
can print stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And again, and like she said, as my daughter has gotten older, and even my son, they've come to me with questions, and I'm 100% transparent. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. This is what it is. And for those who don't know, I am the queen of screenshots, baby. The queen of screenshots. So, baby, I'm gonna go back. I can flip it back and rewind it back, but you're not gonna say da 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 da, and it's not true. But I'm gonna
Right.
pull it up, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Evidence, baby.
Yes.
So again, to back it up, so you're definitely right. So my kids, as they have gotten older, and have questions, that they do ask. I'm 100% transparent, So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then First Lady says, that's good. And then
Yes.
has laughing emojis.
Yes. Yes.
All
Good
right.
stuff.
Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. So this is a question. We're going to take a little break from the relationships. But this one says, how long did Miss Sheila have that
Oh,
Thunderbird back in the days?
who is this? You have me wonder who is asking these questions. It is obviously somebody who knows, baby. You know what? I know after the Thunderbird, I'm sorry, the red car came, the red Chevy Nova. Those who don't know, that car was handed down to me as my first car, baby. That red Chevy Nova, we went a whole lot of places in that red
Yes.
Chevy Nova. That paint was like way faded. Girl, the radio wasn't working, but baby, we were riding out.
Yes.
But I tell you, if we can go back, because I love old school cars. For those who don't know, I love old school. I can be driving a road and ride past an old school. I would stop in the middle of the road. It's not good, not safe, but I do. And I'm like, look, y'all, talking to my kids. Did y'all see that? I'm trying to get my phone. They're like, oh my gosh, no, it's not as serious. Oh, it's serious. So again, if I would have known, and maybe if she would have known, she would have hung on to it. But
right.
She ain't too long. We got cramped in small stuff. So yeah.
All right, let's see.
That's so funny. My mind is wondering.
All right, so
I don't even know if my mom is on here to answer that question, but go ahead.
If you could go back and change anything, what would that be and why?
Oh man, these are some deep questions. If I can go back and change anything, what would it be? I don't think I would change anything, despite all the obstacles and everything that I have gone through and that I do go through and that I face. Mm-hmm. Those are all that was put. How can I say it? That's my life. Mm-hmm. And I have learned from it, and it has helped me become the person that I am today. So I've gained wisdom, I've gained strength, something positive. Even though it was a negative situation, mm-hmm. the positive did come out of it, Mm-hmm. So for me, my marriage, I got my 2 kids, and now I have my grandson, my cancer. Look, I'm fighting and I'm battling. I'm a warrior, So I'm able to sit up here and share my testimony with, everyone. So just different stuff, I wouldn't change nothing. Nothing at all. Nope.
Yes, that's testimonies.
Yes.
Somebody
today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And I must say too that if I had not gone through a lot of that again, how oftentimes as we go through stuff in life, we feel like we got this, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I believe in God. So at times God puts you through stuff so you can remember who's in charge, who's in control, you need to call on me. Don't forget that the reason you are where you are today is because of me, not you, you know? So again, with all of that said, it was my destiny to go through it, whatever it was, you know. But it did draw me closer to God each and every time. Wouldn't change anything. Nothing. Nope.
Yeah. Makes us who we are.
Yes.
So what would you tell your younger self if y'all had a conversation?
Oh, girl, who in the world? To always be myself, which I have been, right? But to walk in my truth, walk in my honesty, keep God first, despite whatever may be going on. Because I know, you know, as a teenager, sometimes we kind of think we're gonna be here forever. We got this stuff figured out, and we lose focus. And I remember as a teenager going to church with my mom, and you know, you have prophets come and prophesize over me, and kind of like you're supposed to be, you know. And I still haven't accepted that calling, right? But again, I'm running away from it. And I was, but again, just me being true to myself, despite I was always, I don't know how to say it, like a little different, right? Meaning I used to have my dog birthday parties as a teenager. Who does that? You know? But that's who I was. I love reading. And I remember in high school, like smart, not bragging or anything like that, but we all can be smart, you know? But I remember playing it down because that wasn't cool, you know? I dumbed myself down when I got to college and I'm having to pay for this. I'm like, you know what, bump this crap. Graduated top of my class, you know, magna cum laude, went on, you know, doing other degree certifications, still top of my class. But me at that younger age wanting to fit in and thinking it's not cool to be this way, that way, and definitely it wasn't cool to be smart and be a nerd. So let me just dwindle this down, but I wasn't being true to myself, you know. So I do tell my kids and I do emphasize in others to just always be yourself, your authentic self. You will never have any regrets, you know. We weren't born to fit in, we were born to stand out. So the minute we try to fit in, we're not supposed to be there. So it's not going to work because we're trying to fit in. So I would definitely tell my younger self just to be authentic, authentically you know, and live life with no regrets. You know, keep God first, keep focused, and be that positive person. Walk with your head held high, right? Because guess what? We got this, y'all. We got it. So yes.
And that would be definitely a good message for anybody because we live in a society now where, again, social media, everybody wants you to fit into this little box. So where everybody's supposed to be like, the lifestyle you're supposed to have, the body you're supposed to have, what you're supposed to be doing, and all that stuff. So that is a very important message to be yourself, unapologetically be yourself, like who you are.
That's right. Despite. And I remember one day, girl, and when I had first went to high school, I was small, like real small. And I remember people were calling me like olive oil, right? And I'm like, bump this. I'm about to get thick. I'm going to get thick on these people. They don't even know what they're talking to. And that was back in the day, girl, when Salt and Pepper, I think they had the shoot outfits. Remember, they had the short summer with the real split. Girl, I like a toothpick. But people were like, oh, you like olive oil. So my feelings was hurt. So that summer, I remember I started working at Dairy Queen. Girl, I started eating, just mixing ice cream up, girl, eat all the time, collard greens, cornbread. I'm going to get thick on them. So then when I went back to school that following year, they're like, oh, what happened, girl? You got thick. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. But I'm like, girl, if I would have known what I knew, girl, please. Say, oh, boy, we good. Get this stuff off. We good.
Girl. All right, we're gonna go to the comments. So Carrie Rivers says, awesome.
That's my pastor, y'all. Thank you. His wife, First Lady Gina Rivers, that's my first lady. So yeah.
Okay. Miss Carol McDonald Lee says, I love her spirit. That's a testimony. Share your story.
Yes, thank you. And I am in the process of writing a book. So, but I'll let y'all know when it drops. So yeah, that's been a revision because like, oh no, I don't want to include that. I do want to include this. I'm gonna get it situated because it just gotta go. But I will let you all know. So
yes, keep us informed.
Yes.
And that says, thank you for being so transparent.
You're welcome. That's my cuz right there. So yes, you are so welcome.
Sean says, yes, Lord, God is definitely the key.
Yes, definitely. Always.
And LaCheryl says, God is everything we need him to be.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and always on time, despite
Yes.
what we may think.
And JC says, you said something real right there.
Awesome.
Yes. And Miss Gina, first lady says, laughing emojis. And then she put, go girl. And then Mika says, Jessica, you didn't call her olive oil, LOL, just playing. You know, I have to clown. Girl, no, I couldn't call her olive oil because I went and girl, back then, I was still, when I look at pictures, you know, back then it's like the opposite now.
Yes.
So back then, I was skinny, but I was still considered, I wasn't the skinny that was a skinny then. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I was that size then, now that I was then, people be like, what's wrong with you? So, but no, I didn't call her olive oil because I wasn't.
It wasn't her. It wasn't her.
No.
Yeah. My God. Girl, if y'all don't know, that was Popeye's wife off of Popeye. I think it was Popeye the Sailor Man or something like that. If y'all look her up, y'all will see because she's just like a toothpick.
Yeah.
I was like, what, girl? Like, I need something going on. I always had like a little shape, but I was just skinny, like a toothpick.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna take me back. Why don't y'all?
Right. Okay, so let's see. All right. Do you hold on. Oh, are you dating?
Ooh.
And do you ever want to remarry?
Ooh. Am I dating? Am I currently dating? Look, dating? Yes. I mean, what is dating? What is dating? Tell me what is dating? You know?
Well, it's your definition. What's your okay, so what is your definition of dating?
I don't know. My definition of dating. Okay, let me go back. So, am I currently dating? Y'all know what? I am a very private person. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, I don't even know. Like,
Look, I want to know because if you dating, I don't know nothing about this. Now, listen, I'm glad this question was asked because I don't know nothing about. Because she being hesitant over here, she don't want to answer this question. So I'm thinking the answer is yes.
That I'm dating.
But you don't want to say yes. Because I'm tuned in now. So what's your answer?
Please tune in. You know, I got to keep it spicy, girl. You know,
what's your answer?
You know, whatever it would be, you would know. You know what I'm saying? You would know, right? So, with that said, y'all know what? Maybe.
Oh,
Do
Lord.
I want to get married? I don't. I don't want to get remarried. Now, I will be exclusive with, you know, someone till the end of time. I have no problem with that. But to be legally married on paper, nah. It took me too much to get out of my divorce. And it cost me too much money to get out of my divorce. So where it doesn't cost you hardly anything to get married, it's gonna cost you a arm and a leg and go through torture to get out of it, you know? Mm-hmm. So but dating, nah, we good. Mm-mm. But I can, you know, I have like, I don't know, standards. Sometimes I think I'm too much, you know, my wants is too much. That's why I just can laugh because I'm like, oh, I think when you get to the point where you value your peace, you know, and you don't want your peace being disturbed and you're happy and you content. Because I don't like drama. I don't like all that. What is it? Toxic stuff that's out now. I can't do that. So it's like, if it's coming with that, I don't want it. If it's coming with, you know, you're not building me up, but I'm only building you up, I don't want it, you know? So that's why I'm like, what is dating now? Because dating, when you look at what it is on social media, is that dating, you know? To me, somebody told me the other day, and I was gonna make a post about it, but I hadn't got around to it. Dating is when you are seeing 2, 3, 4 different people, right? You're not exclusive. But if you court the person, now you're exclusive. I'm like, what the freak?
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what is dating? That's why I just started laughing. Like, what is dating? I'm asking, what is dating? You know? But I am at a place where I am trying to finally live my life, be true to myself, authentic with myself, no drama, no peace, and trying to fulfill goals. So that way, when I do leave a legacy, a good legacy, one that definitely is passed down from generations. And I am definitely trying to break generational curses. So with that said, it's like a lot of time, like, do I got time for dating? Do I have time to be exclusive? I know people say people make time for what they want to make time for, but I'm not with the BS. I'm not dealing with it. Not going to deal with it. You're disturbing my peace. I'm not dealing with it. Like, I don't know. And it could be a issue too when you have been, just living by yourself for so long. It's like, okay, something, we ain't doing that right there. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'm a Virgo. So if that says anything to anybody, I don't know. But I'm a loyal person. I'm a faithful person. But again, I gotta be met equal. I can't even say equally. Like, again, I have found myself in relationships where I am giving, but nothing is being returned. And I do want to be put on a pedestal. I think I deserve that.
Yeah,
and whoever I'm with deserves it too. So, girl, yeah, I hope I answered your question. I don't know. That's just like
so.
But you would know. You would know.
Huh?
If it was, you would know. So yes.
Okay. So I had a question to come through while you were answering that question. So since you're not dating, are you seeing anyone?
What the frick? I didn't see you personal questions while we're on. I cannot do this. Don't see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people make stuff so complicated. Dating and seeing somebody, isn't it the same thing?
No.
What? Explain.
See, my definition of dating is not exclusive, but we're kind of like to that point, like kind of like I'm dating this person, we're not exclusive, but he kind of like the one that I'm gonna cancel everybody else out for. And seeing someone,
that's dating.
Huh?
That's dating.
What
you said, that part was dating.
Yes, to me, that's my definition.
Okay.
My definition.
Okay.
And seeing someone to me that's who I'm with. Like, we're together.
Isn't that the same thing what you just said?
No. Because dating, I said we're almost to that point.
Oh.
Like, I still may have other people that I may come, but like those other people about to just be like canceled. Seeing someone to me is like the person that I'm with.
Oh. So the person I'm with, seeing someone. Okay.
So to me, it's like I'm seeing like we're together, but we're not like gung ho into like the next step proposal. If that makes sense. That's my definition. Like, I'm seeing someone. Yes, I am seeing someone. So I don't want the conversation with another person.
Yes, I am seeing someone. I don't want the conversation with another person.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, honey, this is my first time hearing this.
No, it's not. You already know.
Look, this is my first time hearing this.
You already know.
No, girl,
yes, you
do.
Yes, you
do. No, I'm hearing this along with everybody else, honey. No, we'll talk later.
Ain't you seeing somebody too? We all seeing somebody.
Huh?
We all seeing somebody. But
not
good.
me. No, I'm girl. Do y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see my recent call list, my call log? Do y'all want to see my text messages? My text messages is from Cyber Monday sales coming through my phone. I don't have nothing going on. I can give my phone to somebody. If I ain't need my phone for family and kids, I wouldn't have a phone for real. And social media, for my business. But
I play a lot. No, I really play a lot, and I need to stop playing a lot. I really play a lot, so I need to stop, because that's one thing. Y'all know me, I'm a jokester. I really am. So how can I say this? I don't know. Like, you want to take somebody serious and they show this part, and next time they don't show that part, I'm like, what is it? Are we on? Are we not on? Are we off? Are we not off? You know what I'm saying? But I am, like, I'm not against dating. I'm not against being exclusive. I'm not, but I want the consistency. I got to have the consistency, So to answer your question, but we always tell our kids when they're younger, our daughters especially, you ain't dating nobody but God, That's all you're gonna date. You're gonna date God. So I am trying to get my relationship closer to God. I am trying to get closer to him. I know I don't want to ever be married again. No. So if you're looking for marriage, you're looking for the wrong one. You're looking at the wrong one because I don't want to be married again. But I will. Again, we can take a vow before God, but not on paper. That was just too much and too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Okay,
no.
y'all. So she's not dating, but she's seeing someone. But if they're not consistent, she will be cutting them off. So and she's not getting remarried.
Girl, you funny. I just made that whole thing just so difficult. Yes, I am into getting my life together and getting my relationship with God stronger. That's what I'm into.
Yes.
So that's who I'm dating. That's who I'm seeing, and that's who I'm exclusive with.
Okay.
My Father.
So that's okay. That's right. Your relationship with God is very important for real.
Yes, thank you.
Very. All right. So Mr. Barry Lewis Christopher says they're getting personal now.
Yes, very much so. Yes. Oh my, put me on a hot seat. What?
Yes, yes. And Mika says no and no to the question, are you dating and getting remarried?
Thank you. See, Mika, no. There you go. There you go. Like y'all see me all down sober. Like y'all will know, trust me. But my relationship is with God. I gotta make that stronger because when I leave here, I want to go to heaven. So at the end of the day, like I'm trying my best to get that together and build my relationship with my kids. So
yeah. And then Hope, I'm saying all name. Hope says, I just want to say that I have always thought you was amazing and beautiful. But tonight just made me have so much respect for you. I love you for you and for who you are.
oh my God, thank you. Thank you. And you have always been amazing and beautiful as well. I tell you that. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes. Will Sam says wow.
What's up, Will? That's my homeboy. That's my boy right there. Ooh,
and Barry says, you're hot in the streets right now. Oh no.
No, hot in the streets.
One of your listeners wants to ask you out for sure.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I did not know I was hot in the streets right now, but gotcha. Okay.
And Sean says, there is someone out there that is going to be the one for you. Never say never. God can change anything. That's right. And she says, laughing emojis. Jessica didn't know what to do. No, because I'm like, wait a minute, now she catching me off guard with this one.
I keep Jessica on her feet for real. I'm like, girl, like she know I got like 50 million things going on. And a lot of times people don't understand, like when I get focused, I get centered, like really focused, and I'm trying to make a lot of stuff come to fruition, bring it to light. So again, my focus and all of that is just like, shh. But you're right. Never say never. God definitely can change a lot of stuff, but my eyes, my focus, and my heart is definitely getting my relationship right with God. So, yeah.
Yes. So that kind of X's out the next question. They ask special crushes.
Do I have crushes?
Not Nelly or nobody else, but
girl, Nelly ain't been my crush for years.
I know, but I don't know if you like came back around. No.
No, girl, no.
Do you have any special?
No backtrack. I ain't going to Nelly. No, Nelly. I am so happy for Nelly and Ashanti, girl. I can't break that up. But y'all, those who don't know, Nelly is supposed to be my kid's father, right? I never seen Nelly. I never touched Nelly. Nelly never touched me. You don't even know who I am. But I used to say that because I used to be in love with Nelly, girl. Nelly. But he ain't even my type no more, for real. Like, girl, he ain't been my type for years. And it's funny because Sean, my niece's mom, she always tagging me and stuff. And I'd be like, girl, nah, I'm over him. I've been over him. You over Nelly. Girl, I've been over Nelly. So.
Yes. All right, let's see. I think we got another question on here. Okay. So do your man, if you ever start dating or seeing someone, do they have to make a certain amount?
Yeah. This is some deep stuff, man.
Yes,
this is deep. So I'm not gonna joke with this response. I'm not. I'm gonna be serious with this. I am a jokester. Man, I do they have to make a certain amount? What do you? I mean,
that was the question that they asked. Well, I know. Well, for an example, So I know this guy he's been going on the street asking females, like if they're dating a guy, what amount do the guy have to make? And one female said $1,000 a day before a guy can. Yeah, they was like giving their quotes, and then they was like, well, what do asking the female what she got to make, and she was like, well, she know what she can bring to the table, and like pretty much a guy can't step to her if he ain't making that much. So in that realm, like, do you have a certain amount that a guy has to make, or are you somebody that's willing to, like, if they're moving in the right direction, you know what I'm saying, like having goals, they structure it to which way they want to go, or what do you prefer, or do you have a preference?
So this is what I'm going to say. I have been at the state for years where I have been building somebody else up. I don't ever want to be there again. Building from the ground. That takes a lot. And to mention, at the end of time, how things ended is like, I put in all this work, put in all of this, and for what? For what? I never want to be there. So I do want them to have their own dreams, their own goals, and be working towards their own dreams and goals, and to come in with something. We all have how can you say it, a lifestyle, right? That we are accustomed to, that we have become accustomed to. Now, mind you, I'm a single parent and I do maintain my lifestyle myself. It would be nice to have someone to come in and be able to spoil me, to be able to provide, and to be able to encourage me to get to that next level without me having to do a lot of the footwork. So my authentic self, I'm going to say no set amount, but definitely be driven.
Right.
Have that spark behind you that you can get out there and you can hustle. You can make it work. Don't wait for me to be like, oh, what are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about it? Get out there and get it, So with that said, because as long as you got that hustle mentality behind you and you willing to get it out the dirt, it's going to come. It's going to come. So that I can say definitely is a requirement, but it's not a set amount. No, because I always say with me, I can lose it today, but I'm going to get it right back because I have that hustle mentality in me. So let me lose it, but I can get it back. And I'm going to get it back times 2 with God and with me and my, so no, not a certain amount. No.
Okay. All right. So no certain amount.
No certain amount. Nope.
All right. And Mika said, well, once you do that, get your relationship with God, he will send the right one for you and your family.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. And no drama. No toxicity. Ain't no off and on. I need consistency. I love, no, I need to put on a pedestal. Like, we're good.
Yes.
Life is too short. I got too much going on.
Right. Ken said, stop playing so much, Pika. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I gotta keep it like, I don't know. Y'all know that's my personality too. So yeah. Keep people on the edge of their seat. Like what's what? Like, I don't know what's going on. And the thing with that too is I'm a very private person for those who don't know. So like if I feel people are getting too close, it like shuts me down, So I like living in my little bubble, with I don't know. So like I don't know. But yeah.
And then Akila says, hey ladies.
Hey Keela.
Hey Keela. And then she says, yes, you need to be established. We're not in high school. Definitely
that
not.
Part. Exactly. Like I said, I'm not. I've been there.
And then she says, lead me where I haven't been.
Show me things I've never seen. Teach me something. Inspire me. Encourage me. Do something. Like, come on. Because I get tired of being the one that has to encourage. I get tired of being the one that has to push. And okay, we're gonna do. I be tired. I just want to sit back sometime and be in my feminine energy. Be able to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know.
That's my cousin Shay. Hey Shay, what's up, girlfriend?
Hey Shay. Let's see. Is there any more questions? I think that was it from our audience.
Okay.
They were wanting to know the questions. The questions. Let's see. All right. Do y'all have any more questions to put into the comment section or anything that y'all want to add or say or anything else? we have reached our mark. But of course, if y'all have any more questions, y'all are welcome to ask away. Let me make sure there's nothing else in my DM. Nothing else in the DM. Because what God is saying,
Going down in the
it goes
DM. It's
down in
going
the DM.
down. This was a hard interview. Like, what? Like, oh my God, it took me definitely out of my comfort zone because I am so like private into myself. Like, I don't know. I'm just very private to myself. I don't know. So it definitely took me a lot, like out of my comfort zone. So I'm on social media. Y'all know I play a lot, I joke a lot. That's my authentic self. I am a jokester, And I said when I do get into a relationship, I want that kind of energy in my relationship, But I need somebody to show up for me,
Right.
show up for me and show up for my kids, show up, and be there, be present. So I'm saying all that to say I do get on social media and I joke and I be like, look, boom, boom, boom. That's me. That's my personality. And I know at times, sometimes when we do get in relationships, we have to, can have the tendency of not being able to be our authentic self,
Right.
So I always want to be able to be my authentic self, whatever that is, I always say like I'm doing pretty well for myself, but I've gotten here with God, with the grace of God, like if I gotten this far, trust me enough to know that I'm not going to fumble, but be there to catch me if I do.
Right. Yes.
So with that said, like, I didn't get here by just effing up. I promise I did. I promise. And I'm not going to get to where God's taking me by effing up,
Right.
So I say all this to say, again, going back where Barry said I'm hot commodity in the streets, I laugh because I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it. But at the end of the day, again, it's about a lot, just to respect different stuff, So I get on there and wherever God does send me, I want to be able to always be my authentic self, not to be kind of like I'm with the person or not being able to just be my authentic self. We got one life to live, So bring it. I love traveling. Y'all, whoever knows me know that I want to be somewhere on the beach. I want to see the beach. Let's go see the world. Let's conquer the world because it's not just about conquering the world. I want to see the world. I mean, when I say conquering, like, working. I want to see the freaking world,
Right.
So let's enjoy life together. It's more than just working and setting meeting goals. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. But I want to enjoy life. So, yes.
Definitely. And then she says, hello, you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, plus. Thank you. That melanin don't crack.
No. And then Yvette said these questions were spicy.
They were, honey. I'm over here like sweating a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, Jesus. Like Ken said, stop playing so much. I'm like, honey, that's my nature. I guess I just play when I feel like I'm on the seat, the hot seat. I'm like, oh my God.
Hot seat, girl. The hot seat.
That part.
Yes. And Akila says, so proud of you. Please continue to be just that organic and authentic.
Yes, always. Yes.
And Mika says, good night, ladies. Good night.
Good night, love. Good night, cuz.
And Topeka Wells says, amen.
Amen.
And Sean says, amen. And Yvette says, absolutely.
Yes.
And Lily says, y'all need to do a Christmas special, a little Secret Santa. Oh, Lord Jesus. And some Christmas confessions. I'm trying to be nosy.
You know what? Willie, I'm about to put you on a hot seat right now. I'm about to put you on blast.
Yes, we need to put him on a hot seat.
Yes, he always come on and he gives these great suggestions, right? Yes. Great ideas. But he don't be showing up for them. So if we do this, you need to show up. You need to be the first one in the room. First one, you need to get in the room, get on the live, make it happen. So we'll make it happen because you're trying to be nosy, right? I'm going to touch my nose on that one. But you got to get in the room. So
yes, Willie, you gotta get in. You gotta be a guest on.
You know what? Yeah, because we need to be nosy with him. Because girl, he be on
yeah. Because Willie be coming. He be coming on here and asking the questions. But yeah, to my
girl, I can't with him. I just can't touch my head, girl. I can't.
Lord,
this is too funny.
Lord, and the Cheryl says, good night. Awesome interview. Good night.
Good night.
And then Akila says y'all should interview more people and put them on the hot seat. Yes, that would be great.
That would be. So who wants to be next in the hot seat?
Yeah,
and I'm gonna let Justin ask the questions because she got me over here sweating.
Look, I didn't even really have to come up with no questions because these were the audience questions.
Girl, I'm like, whoa,
the
honey.
family wants to know these questions.
Oh my God. Yeah, you need to get an interviewer. So who wants to be next in the hot seat, y'all? Because we all got a story to tell. We all have a testimony. So who wants to be next? Who want to be next? We not get where we are today without a testimony, without a story. So who's up? Who's up? Who's up?
Yes. And then Willie says, let me check my schedule. So now he got to check his schedule.
Always something. The last time we did our late night session, he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. His butt was on vacation somewhere.
Right.
Make it make sense. Oh, now my mom, Mama, what happened to your thunder?
Miss Sheila said Ken is up.
Glad you up finally, cuz. Mom, what happened to your Thunderbird? Somebody asked that question. They want to know what happened to it or how long you had it or something like that. So
yeah, Miss Sheila, where's the Thunderbird? Or what happened to the Thunderbird?
With the wings or whatever it was on the back, the V-shaped thing. What was that? An antenna? An antler? I don't freaking know. What was that?
What? On the back
of the Thunder? Yeah, Thunderbird. I don't even know. Mm-hmm.
And then John says Ken said he wants it. Ken wants the hot seat.
Oh, let's. Okay, Jessica. All right, Sean. We got it. Question.
Yeah.
Oh my God, y'all flood both of our DMs, not Ken's, Topeka's and Jessica's.
Right.
For Ken, y'all.
Right.
Yeah, on Black Sheep. Come on, y'all flooded. Oh my gosh.
And if y'all have seen him before on our lives, y'all know he don't hold nothing back at all.
Yes, nothing at all. Girl, it's straight comedy the whole time.
Yes. And Willie gave laughing emojis. And Akila says, totally down. Whatever I can do to support y'all. Thank you.
So to me, that sounds like Akila is going to be in a hot seat too. So we got to put you down to Akila. Thank you for volunteering.
Right.
Yes. Who else? Boom, boom, boom. Who else?
Who else want to join in the hot seat? Yes. So yes, the audience, they gave some good questions. I was like, you know what? I don't have to think about too much because they coming with the questions tonight. Is definitely gonna have her. Like I told y'all might get a little bit of all the personalities tonight. So yeah.
Of the Virgo, right? Of the Virgo. I've been Virgoing tonight, girl. Because I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
This the funniness, the one like I had the deer in the headlight. What the heck?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, man. My heart, I can rest now. I can be like, ooh.
Yes, girl. Yes. And Sean gave a laughing emoji. And then she said, Ken said Miss Sheila.
Oh, Lord Jesus, honey. She ain't gonna get on here. She's not. She camera shy. She'll be behind the scenes talking mess. But she ain't gonna get in front of the camera.
You're behind telling us what we need to do.
Thank you. Okay, Yeah, that's so funny. Oh,
and Sean said the seat won't be hot enough for him.
I can believe that. I can believe it. You got to get some fans blowing on him. So
okay.
His butt down for real. That is funny.
Yes.
That is too funny. I love it.
Well, this was good. This was good, y'all. It was good. And we thank you, Pika. Have you cooled off now, girl?
I'm good now. I'm good. I don't know. I'm silly. So those who don't know, I'm silly, and I think I have a decent personality. And I tell y'all, like my journey, it's a lot of days I'm hurting, I'm in pain, and my spirit, my sense of humor, that's what keeps me going, And I tell everyone, like, if you see me, you want if you can tell I'm in pain, I mean, like it's one of those days where it's really, really bad. So again, I believe having a sense of humor, just being at peace, being positive. That's what's helping me, get through life, get through all the challenges, helping me fight, this cancer. Because the type I have, like I said, I take a daily chemo. So the side effect from that is crazy. But I got to come with positivity and with laughter. So that's what helps me. So I'm like a kid at heart kind of still, but I don't want to be too serious. I mean, I can be, but life is serious enough, honey. We
Yeah,
all got too much going on right
definitely.
now. So let me add some laughter, some whatever, and we keep it moving.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, right. And Lakila says, "Good night, ladies. Good
Good
night.
night.
Thank
Good
you."
night. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
And thank you all for the questions. It definitely has
Mhm.
been real, for real, like real,
Yes.
real.
Yes, it has been. So, in closing, Pika, what is something that, from your standpoint, that you want to give people, like, a little word of advice? Again, we're not telling y'all to go do this, but something that just like inspirational, like from your life experiences and things that you may be going through now, and just with life in general. What is something inspirational that you want to tell people?
Well, despite what it looks like at this present moment in your life, know and trust that it will get better. So if you're going through it, God brought you to that point for a reason. It may seem impossible. It may seem like, hey, I'm never going to get through this. How can I get through it? You may feel just so overwhelmed, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Remember, go to God, put God first, trust in God, pray, put it in God's hand, leave it. God's going to take care of it, and I know at times it's easy to get discouraged. Like, I'm not seeing a way out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff is over here, but again, keep trusting in God, doing the work, because faith without work is dead. But again, there's power in the tongue. So
Mm-hmm.
speak positive over your life, speak positive over the situation, speak life into the situation. Your breakthrough will come. So again, it's not said that we're not going to go through anything, because we're all going to go through stuff, right? But
Mm-hmm.
while we're in that season of waiting for the revelation, for the breakthrough to come, what are you doing in your season,
Mm-hmm.
of that waiting, your waiting season? So again, always stay encouraged and know that it's help out here. Know that you're not the first to go through it. You're not going to be the last. But just stay positive, find peace, enjoy life, enjoy the here and now, because we don't get this time back.
No.
So let's try to encourage each other, support each other, motivate each other. It's enough out here for all of us to be winning.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if I can help anyone in any way, I'm here for y'all, like for real, for real. And let's motivate and encourage each other. And again, each one teach one. So we definitely got this, y'all. We got it.
Yes, we do. Yep, yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep, yep. And Mitchell Do Right Freeman says, "Amen."
That's right.
Yes. Thank you
That's
for
right.
joining us tonight.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, y'all. So we're going to end this live again. If y'all
Mhm.
have any suggestions, any questions, any hot topics that y'all want us to discuss, we come on every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes.
If for any reason we have to reschedule or cancel, we will let you guys know. But we thank y'all for joining us. If y'all have any family friends that are not on Facebook, they can join us on YouTube as well.
That's right.
Y'all can always join us. And thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all want to go but watch replays of our previous videos, we have them on YouTube and on our Facebook page. You can go and watch those videos there as well. So again, thank y'all, and y'all have a good night. And Willie, we want you in the hot seat. Ken, we're gonna make the seat hot for you. We're gonna put it on fire. We're gonna put it on fire for you.
Literally
So
on fire. Yes. Because honey, we ain't playing with Ken. We ain't got time.
right,
We're not playing
right,
with him. We
right.
not letting up. No. And Akila, we're gonna have her the hot seat too.
Yes,
So yes.
yes, yes. All right. And Shane says good night. Good
Good
night.
night. Good night, loves.
All
Thank you
right.
all for joining us. And be
Yeah.
sure to tell a friend, share and like our link, our videos and stuff. And again, let's get
Mhm.
this going. So
Yeah. All right. So y'all have a
thank
good
you.
night.
Bye.